Hello everybody, meet the old screwdriver holder that dropped on the floor, got run over, and broke. It worked fine before, and didn't want to leave it like that, so I decided to make a new one with a couple extra holders there for other screwdrivers. Spacing was perfect, so I just basically copied the measurements over to the new piece. What I'm using here is a piece of white oak, or oak that I have around. I have quite a bit of it. A friend of mine got me a lot of it, so that's what I'm using because I have it. Otherwise, I'd probably just be using some cheap oak wood. It's only a garage furniture, nothing else. But because I have it, I'll use it.
30 millimeters. Just a 3/8.
Good thing about making storage and stuff like that for your tools in the garage, you can use scrap pieces, and this here literally took me under half an hour to do. With the spraying a little bit more, obviously because I had to let it dry, but if I didn't spray it down, half an hour. When drilling these hardwoods, it's very important to have some type of vacuum there because the burrs inside or the chips will create smoke and it'll burn, overheat. When you have the suction there, you don't doesn't create that. Um, I didn't have it at first because I moving everything around and I wasn't set up for it. But eventually, I just held it with my hand. Keep that in mind. Here's a perfect example with no suction and forcing down the bit. Two bad things to do that I did, which I then corrected. Keep that in mind. Sometimes what you think is faster is not always faster. It all worked out, but the mistake I made here was trying to line it up from the top there. I had a beautiful flat surface on the bottom, I didn't use it. I was just rushing, I wasn't thinking about it. So learn from my mistakes there, and when you do yours, do the lines from the backside. Be a lot easier, even when you put it on the table saw to cut or whatever you're using to cut, you'll see a lot better. I'm using my experimental cross sled for my table saw, and the reason there's no wood on the bottom is because I have a 7.5-inch blade on there. My table saw doesn't allow me to put anything bigger, so give me a bigger footprint by just going straight down to the table surface. That would be an upcoming video.
Actually, the mistake I made, it worked out because these have nothing on the bottom is perfect. And when you put this one, it stands up. So I'm gonna go back here and just widen it a little bit more so it goes all the way down. And there you go, problem fixed.
Just evening up the sides so they're the same on both sides. Because there'll be virtually no weight on this here except for the screwdrivers, which weigh really nothing. I decided just to go straight into the wall, so I just drilled out a couple holes to accommodate the screw head halfway, so I don't have to use long screws. So this way I can use 1.5 1.25 screws to mount it right into the wall. And of course, after it's all done, a little bit of sanding, take out those sharp edges. And I went a little above and beyond. I just sprayed it with some urethane, interior urethane. I did because I love the way it makes those grains pop out. It really looks nice, I think. I love it. But it's up to you. Thank you for watching and stay safe.